Gyrations and minor infractions to you, and welcome to another episode of Trippy Food. Today we are going back into the exciting world of cheese. We'll go into the world of cheese. So, maybe a few weeks back, somebody on one of the live streams, and if it was you, please let me know that it was you. Somebody on the live stream asked me if I'd ever had Norwegian brown cheese. And I really wasn't familiar with what Norwegian brown cheese was, so I looked it up and I discovered in our local grocery store, our local grocer store, actually had Norwegian brown cheese. Now, Norwegian brown cheese is called brunost. And brunost is, it literally translates to brown cheese, sometimes called caramel cheese. In fact, this particular one called on label is caramel cheese. And this label is prepared for Americans. Everything is in English here, but it is originally made in Norway. So, this is a cheese food, much as American cheese is. American cheese is processed after the fact. This actually doesn't have cheese in it. So this is made from byproducts of the production of cheese, which is essentially whey. And what they do is whey is the liquid that's left when they pull the cheese out during cheese production. So what they do is they boil that down, but they add cream and sometimes milk as well. And it can be a combination of cow's milk or goat's milk, or combination thereof of both. What they do is they add the cream and the milk, and they cook it down until it becomes solid, and it takes on a brown color, a brown caramel color, and that's why they call it caramel cheese. And so it is meant to just be, for instance, in Norway, it's eaten just sliced. Now, this is a cheese slicer, also called a cheese plane. And this was actually invented in Norway. This was invented by Thor Bjorklund in 1925. So you might want to have one of these in your house and not known. This was actually invented in Norway, and is the way that's supposed to cut the cheese here. It's called a cheese plane because it works sort of like a wood plane, and I think that's what he had in mind when he invented it. So we're going to use that to cut this cheese. There's various ways to serve it. There's some serving suggestions on here, which looks like it's geared towards Americans, but in Norway, what you would do is you would eat it on crisp bread. So we have some crisp bread here. We'll put some on crisp bread, and you can eat it in an open-faced sandwich, just sliced and put on an open-faced sandwich. And we're going to do one better. So we're not going to go too off what they would do. What we're going to do is we're going to actually put it on 2 slices of bread, and we're going to make a grilled cheese or a grilled brown cheese sandwich. Now, there's been some archaeological evidence that they've been eating brown cheese for over 2,000 years. They found traces of it in pottery that's been over 2,000 years old. So, but from a modern standpoint, making it during modern times, it was actually created by a milkmaid named Anne Hove in 1863. And so she's the one that she boiled down the whey, added the milk and the cream to it as it was boiling, and created the modern version of Norwegian brown cheese. Now, the world's largest producer of brown cheese is a cooperative called Tyne, and they actually make this Ski Queen brand. This is says Tyne in little tiny letters, and they market 13 different varieties. So again, you can get it. It's pure goat's milk, pure cow's milk, a combination thereof. This particular one does have both cow and goat's milk on it, because there's a little picture of a cow and a goat and a little heart next to it. So it's not made with goat heart and cow heart, but we're going to give this a try. Norwegian brown cheese. And thank you for whoever suggested it. Please let me know who you were in the comments. And let's go ahead and open this and enjoy some brown or caramel cheese, or as the Norwegians would call it, brunost. It looks like a big cube of caramel. It has sort of a faint cheesy smell. Let's see how I'm going to get that out without destroying it. Well, maybe, I guess we have no choice. We just have to destroy it. So. Let's just do this, and then we'll slice off the top. It really, seriously, I mean, have a look at that. It looks like caramel. So let's slice off. Let's see. That's going to be difficult. I'm going to cut it with a knife first, just to get that rough part off, and then we'll taste that piece. There we go. So that leaves a smooth surface on the top. It is the texture of caramel, or maybe fudge. It does have a cheese taste, and it's oddly sweet. They don't add sugar to it, but it really has a sweetness to it. One of the serving suggestions was putting it on ice cream. And you might say that's a little bit weird. Well, it's ice cream, which is made from cream, so it's not that weird. But second of all, it's sweet, and I think it would go well on cream. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a piece of crisp bread, and we're going to slice some and put on top of the crisp bread. And that's just a perfect thickness that this cheese knife creates. We'll just put a layer on the top of that. Doesn't have to be too thick. That ought to be good. All right, let's try that. I was thinking it was going to be like a stinky cheese, or something a little, really strong tasting cheese, and it's really not. It doesn't break apart. There's a lot of moisture to it. But then again, it's based on whey and milk, so it's not solid like cheese. Completely different texture. It's really nice. And I think originally the purpose was so as not to let anything go to waste, because ordinarily the whey would be thrown out. Whey. And this way it gets reused. Wow, it's really, really unusual and different and good. It's sweet and does taste aged. Wow. That is really unusual. Now we're going to find out in a second how well it melts, because one of the things I was going to suggest is putting this on a dessert pizza. So we'll see how well it melts. That's just really, really good. All right, so let's do this. We have our bread. And let's go ahead and make a grilled brown cheese sandwich. And we'll find out how well it melts. Or maybe we won't. Wow, that is something. All right, well, we'll just have to do it handleless. Maybe I was pushing down too hard. I hope this wasn't a family heirloom. I mean, if it does it on this cheese, I can't imagine what it would do on a hard cheese. I won't put too much on there, only because I think it's designed and or meant to be eaten in small pieces. We'll just slap the lid on there and put that on the grill and let it do its magic. I could put butter on there. I don't want to put anything else on it. I don't want to add anything to it. So the grill has some grease on it, a certain amount of it. I think it'll toast it really nice, and I don't think it will get stuck or burn and everything. But I didn't want to put too much on there that would impart some other taste to it besides the cheese and the bread. So we'll see. Let's give this a few minutes. Okay, I think we're probably toasty enough here. Let's go ahead and take this off the grill. And let's cut into that. Some of you are asking, why am I cutting it diagonally? Because you're supposed to cut it length, but personally, I don't even cut my sandwiches. I just wanted to kind of see what it looks like on the outside. It almost looks like peanut butter, and to be honest with you, it doesn't really melt that much. It doesn't seem to melt that much. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a shot. It tastes cheesier in the sandwich. I think because the bread takes away some of the sweetness of that. It's exceptionally sweet though. That's really good. That's gonna get a thumbs way up for me. So, I don't remember who it was, but whoever suggested it, great suggestion. Norwegian brown cheese, or brunost, if you can get it. Again, a well-stocked grocery should have the Ski Queen brand. I'd say go out and get that, give that a shot. See if you can find something else to do with it too, but it's really, really good. That's gonna get a thumbs up for me. So, be careful out there, because it's still crazy. Be kind to each other. Take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.